Hello guys, in this video we are going to be doing a privilege escalation, and we already have a agent, so therefore we are connected to a server via Empire, which we did on the two previous video where we did it with crack map exec, and we also did it with evil winrm with a bat file. So let's go ahead and do some privilege escalation from here. Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be using the modules that it has, and as you can see, Empire has 319 modules, just like Metasploit. Empire is basically I don't want to say they're copycat but it is basically the same as Metasploit. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and go to the agents menu. From here, let's go ahead and rename this. So rename this guy to, let's say, students. So then I want to interact with students. Awesome. From here we can type help, and you're going to see that we have a lot of options. So we are now interacting with the agent, meaning that we whatever we execute is going to be executing with that connection with that agent. And you can see when you type help, you have a bunch of options. You have the agents back. To bypass UAC, you need to have admin credentials for that. Clear to clear out the agent tasking. Creds to do some dumping. You need domain. You need local admin access on the machine to do that. You can download. You can also, I believe, you can upload system info, steal token, spawn, sleep, inject. So there's a lot of options that you can do from here. You can even pass the hash, which executes a passive hash for the cred ID through Mimikatz. But since we don't have, we do have some hashes from before, but we're not going to use any of those. What we want to focus on is on the module. So the way that you take a look at the modules is by typing use module, and then you do a space, and then you do double tap, and that's going to display all the modules. As you can see over here, we have management module, we have the restart, run as, sh inject, sid to user. We have lateral movement through ps exec, ps remoting, smb exec. We also have some credentials dumping with Mimikatz. For those you will need domain admin access. We can run some privilege escalation tools over here, like you can see sweet potato, Sherlock, priv as check, Tater, Watson, WinPEAS. We also have, domain persistent, which we are going to be doing after we do privilege escalation. We are going to be doing one of those. We have the right DLL hijacker. We have, situation awareness. We can do some domain we can do some host or network situation awareness. We can run Bloodhound 3. We can also get the Cabral service tickets. You can get the SPN, the SQL instance domain. You can do some port scan. You can do some power mad. And then there's a lot of situation awareness network with PowerView, where it's basically, we are going to execute PowerView, a really enumeration tool that you can use. This is integrated in here, but the one that I really want to use, you can always, you can run whatever you want, but the one that I'm interested in is in WinPEAS. So this one is a privilege escalation tool that we're going to run. So the way that you do that is by running the use module, and then you want to paste in here whatever module you want to use. You can see over here that will take you to the module. So if you do info, in the info, it tells you like the options that you can pick, like the agent where you want to run it. Students, that's good. If you want to do a full scan, I don't want to do a full scan, so I want to set full to false. If you want to search all, if you want to search fast, system info, user info, process info, all that good stuff. So if you want to enable some of this, you could. If you also want to disable some of it, you can also do that. So how do we run this? You can just run it. So this is, like I said, similar to Metasploit, right? You pick a module that you want, you connect to, to connect to a server, and then after you connect to a server, you can run a lot of modules with the Metasploit. You can do hash dumping, everything, almost everything that you can do in Metasploit, you're going to be able to do it in Empire. Empire is a little bit slower than Metasploit, maybe because Metasploit was written in Python, and Metasploit Empire was written in this is written in Python 3, and Metasploit was written in Ruby. But I think it's because there's a lot of people working with Metasploit, a lot of support in Metasploit. So therefore, there's not a lot of support for the Empire module. There's not a lot of money that they're putting into it. So that's probably one of the reasons why. So as you can see over here, with WinPEAS, you can see that we did a lot of. We also looked for Kerberos tickets. As you can see, there's various tickets in here. Here's the KRBTG. Here's the CIF for the AD. So there's a lot of stuff that it looks at. So that's why I ran WinPEAS over here. Let's see what else we found. There's connections. So the one that I want to look at is a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go all the way to the top. So from over here, WinPEAS runs Watson, and Watson, takes a look at vulnerabilities, see if it can find any vulnerabilities. And as you can see over here, this server is vulnerable to a lot of stuff, like this one, the rogue KDC. So if you run any of these exploits, you are probably going to be able to get admin, a local admin over here. So let's take a look. You can see the architecture of it. You can see the program files. You can see the username, student2, blah, blah, blah. What else? Let's see. What else we find in here? Dun, 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 dun. Here it looks at the PowerShell history. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Let me see. We are looking for on quarter path. So we see privilege escalation, blah, blah, blah. Google Chrome, that's not, I think this is, okay. Google update. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see what we're looking for. Okay, did I pass it? I might have, okay. There's a lot of information in here. How to run applications. Let's see if we find what we are looking for. Keeps scrolling down, scrolling down. Huh. Let's go ahead and go on top. WinPEAS. What are we seeing here? Process information. I wonder if this one actually, if it saves it somewhere. Because if it saves it somewhere, you can see some recent files. It doesn't save this. I wish it just save it somewhere, like in a document, and that way we can just search for what we actually looking for. So there's a lot of vulnerabilities in here. So this one, WinPEAS uses Watson. You can even run Watson in here. but WinPEAS already has Watson integrated, which is really cool. And you know, it has the links for those vulnerabilities, for those CVE, which is really nice. So let's see if we can just, I guess, save all this information. Okay, copy it. Let's open Nano. Let's call it WinPEAS. And paste all the information in there. Okay. Let's see, Nano WinPEAS. Cool. Let's see if we can do a cat WinPEAS, and we are going to grab unquoted. So we have that in there, unquoted path. Let's go ahead and do a Nano WinPEAS, and let's go ahead and what we want to do is we want to search, and you could do a basically where is, and the way that you do a where is that you wanna, let's see, Control W, and we want to do unquoted path, which is right here, and here's what we're looking for. So the Avis web server, you can see over here, and it is stopped right now, but it is on auto. So what we could do is we could do some unquoted path, and this one I explain it on my Privilege Escalation, where I do it through an RDP session. But what we're going to be doing is we are going to be using EvoWinRM, and through EvoWinRM we are going to upload it to this location over here, and we are going to create a MSFvenom payload. So let's go ahead and just open Pluma, and we are going to paste that in here. So what we're going to be doing is let's go ahead and go to the terminal. Is this a new terminal? Okay. Cancel. Or nope, no save. Let's go ahead and clear this out. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to get a ReverShell. So let's go ahead and open a new tab over here, and let's go ahead and go to, from here we are going to go to cd to the temp directory, and we are going to basically be creating an MSFvenom payload, and this one is going to be a stage payload. So we are going to do Windows x64, and it's going to be a shell underscore reverse underscore TCP. The local host is going to be the local host of my computer, this computer, which is 192.168.1.223. Then we want to do the O port, so where we're going to be listening, I'm going to set it to 447, and the architecture is going to be x64, and the file that we want to save it at is going to be .exe, and we are going to name this avis.exe, and that's going to create that shell, or that payload basically. So let's see, no encoder, so no platform was selected. I selected the Windows, right? The payload, MSFvenom payload Windows x64 shell, making sure I got everything shell, reverse TCP, lhost is good, lport is good. Oh, but I need to save it. I forgot to do it like this. There we go. So that's going to create the file in here. So what we're going to be doing is, let's go ahead and connect to this machine through WinRM. And we are going to say the user is student2. Password is lowercase p. Password 123. And the server is .55. Evo WinRM. There we go. So now we have a connection and we have created that. So if we do clear, if we do ls, you can see that it is in there. So we are going to upload that to we need to upload it over here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to upload, and it is in the temp directory. I believe it's called abis.exe, and we're going to upload it over here. We're going to name it abis.exe. So let's go ahead and go to my Evo WinRM location. So we're going to upload it over here. Awesome. And before we do that, let's go ahead and call this shell. And we need to be listed on NC LVP 4447. Why 4447? Because when I created that this over here, I told it to come back to the 4447. So that's why we need to be listening over here. So now we are going to upload it to that location. Awesome. So now if I do a DRR to this location, we are going to be able to see the file. DRR. Okay, so I forgot to do something. So it didn't upload it because there is a space over here, program, and then space file. So you need to put it in quotes. And also when you do the DRR, you need to put it in quotes. And there it is. So awesome. So what we're going to need to do now is that we need to do a shutdown force R and shutdown. I forgot to spell today, forgot an N. And that's going to restart the server. And whenever that server gets restarted, we should be getting a ReverShell. If you don't know how to do a unquoted path, I would recommend you to go back again to the local privilege escalation section where we do this, and we also do it for the same application, which is the ABIS application. We're just doing it from, we're doing it from the attacker machine, and we're not doing it through a RDP session. So to make this, let me see, did it restart? Yeah, it did, because we lost that connection. So we just gotta wait for that connection over here to come back. So whenever it restarts the server, we should be getting a ReverShell over here. And here we go over here. As you can see, we got a connection back. We got that ReverShell back. And if you do a who am I, you are going to see that I am the NT authority system. So what we're going to be doing is that we are going to we are going to add some persistence to it. So what I want to do is I want to create a new user, since I am system authority, and system authority has access to a lot. It's basically like a local admin. You can see over here, he's part of the built-in administrator, so he's part of the local admin. So I'm going to be able to create a new user, a new local user. So we're going to say net user, and we are going to specify the username. Let's just call it Raba. Password, we are going to keep it the same as the other one, password 123, and we are going to add it. Cool. Then after that, we want to add this user to the local group administrators, and we are going to add Rabat, and there we go. Awesome. So now what we want to do is, let's see if we can start PowerShell from here. And if we sorry, so as you can see, we got PowerShell. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get another shell. So we are going to get another agent over here. So if we go back and we go back and we go to the listeners, and we want to create another listener from over here. So what I want to do is I want to go to use listener HTTP, set the listener or set the name to, let's say, student admin, because that's going to be an admin connection. We are going to set the port to 4884. That's fine. And then we are going to execute this bad boy in here. And then we are going to do a launcher with PowerShell. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to copy this, and we should be getting another agent connecting to our Empire. Hopefully. So let's go ahead and copy that and paste that in here and run it. And it looks like we got an error. Cannot process the command because the value with encoded command is not properly encoded. Did we not copy the whole thing? Yeah, we did. So interesting. We were not able to get that. So let's go ahead and leave that for the next video. Since this one, for some reason, so can I process the command? Okay. PowerShell encoded. So we are running PowerShell. Let's go ahead and paste that again. We can see everything. Let's run it one more time. Still giving me the same error. It's saying that examples, okay, blah blah blah. So can I process the command because the value with encoded is not properly encoded? The value must be base 64, which it is. So let's go ahead, since we have now we do have, or what we could do is we can just go from either WinRM and we can get a connection to that user. Let's see if we are able to do that. Either WinRM and it looks like it's not working. Let's go ahead and try crack map exec. Let's do WinRM and user is Raba, password is password 123, and then I forgot at the beginning we need to add the where we want to connect to, and let's see if we are able to run PowerShell. Who am I? And it looks like I was not able to authenticate. Let's go ahead and do WinRM and let's take a look and see if we can do some local. No, nothing. H for the help, and we have X. Are we able to do local authentication? So yeah, we are able to do that. So let's go ahead and tell it to do local authentication and see what happens. So it's still not able to do that. Did I create that user correctly? Let's see. We did the password 123 add administrators add. So we did that. Okay. So for some reason it is just not working. So on the next video we are going to do something else. This video is getting too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get a shell back to the empire so we can have it in here. So I will see you on the next video.